New Zealand and Australia are fierce rivals when it comes to sports like rugby and cricket, but they are also competing for deals down under. New Zealand's Prime Minister arrives in China this weekend. Accompanying him is a high-profile business delegation. This comes less than 48 hours after a similar visit by its neighbor. CCTV's Owen Poland is in Auckland.
What's this one?
It's like a mini United Nations. Students from as far away as Russia, Vietnam and China studying chemistry in a downtown Auckland classroom.
Our main competitive advantage is, one, we are a very safe country, and two, our education quality is quite high, equal to anywhere in the world.
Auckland businessman Danny Chan is a third-generation Chinese New Zealander who co-founded ACG Colleges 20 years ago. It's New Zealand's biggest private education group with around 12,000 students. And as part of the New Zealand delegation travelling to China this weekend, Mr Chan has no problem competing against Australia.
I don't see any problem competing against the big guys. We compete against the US, for example. They got even much bigger.
Faced with a global slump in dairy prices that's hurt the New Zealand economy, government and business leaders are looking to strengthen their relationships in the all-important Chinese market.
Business opportunities are founded ultimately on relationships, so it's an opportunity for that group to interact with organisations in China who have an interest in New Zealand.
China has rapidly become New Zealand's second largest trading partner after the two countries signed a free trade agreement 8 years ago. But the concern now is that Australia has gained an advantage over New Zealand with the trade deal it signed with China last year.
As a result, top-level discussions are expected with government officials in Beijing over an upgrade of New Zealand's trade agreement that will allow more dairy exports to enter China without costly tariffs.
We need to remain competitive compared to the likes of Australia, but I also think, negotiations around free trade agreements have the ability to raise awareness of New Zealand.
That awareness includes investment opportunities. Companies like ACG Colleges have limited financial resources for expansion and are looking to team up with foreign investors.
There's a shortage of accommodation, so I think the opportunity there is to have student accommodation investments here.
Over the past 5 years, Chinese investment in New Zealand industries has risen by almost 400% to more than $5 billion. But experts say it's not just about the money.
Capital from China has the ability to build our businesses in New Zealand. Often it comes with knowledge of the market within China, so it's not just about the capital, but it's access to markets in China.
And hopefully that will translate into more Chinese students coming to New Zealand in years to come. Owen Poland in Auckland for CCTV News.